So we have a team of 8 researchers that have come to the coast to deploy instrumentation into the landfall of Hurricane Delta to primarily collect wind information across the landfall region. We're looking first to understand sort of the breadth of the wind field, but also we have our mobile radars with us, and we're trying to look at sort of the structure of the wind as well as it relates to the damage that we've seen in this area. So it's not so much just how strong is the wind, but also what are the fluctuations in the wind and how does that vary as the storm's making landfall, and then what does that mean for the structures around.
Do you guys make it out to all the storms out here?
This is the second deployment we've made this year. We came for Laura, so we're pretty familiar with this area. So we typically deploy to any major hurricane that makes landfall anywhere in the U.S.
Awesome. So are you guys going to be supplying this information to the National Hurricane Center or NOAA or anything like that?
Right, so the data that we collect gets provided to NOAA, the National Weather Service, and then also we have project sponsors that use the data for insurance purposes and things like that.
Did he mention the instruments in there?
Yeah, so what all instruments are you deploying
So yesterday the team spent the entire day. We deployed 44 portable weather stations. We call them stick nets. They're basically engineering tripods that we've outfit with weather instrumentation. And those are deployed basically from Lake Charles all the way to about west of Baton Rouge. And so we have the whole area covered with these platforms. And then we're going to take the radar trucks today to east of Lake Charles near the Welch area and set those up for deployment as the storm comes on shore. And we're hoping, since the storm's not going to be probably too intense when it makes landfall, that we'll be able to have the center pass right over the radars, and we'll get really interesting information about the center and the structure of the center of the hurricane.
So I understand that the radar in Lake Charles was destroyed by Laura. Will you guys that be out there benefit, kind of help fill that gap?
The radars that we have are really focused on much smaller scales, and they don't see as far, but what they see is in really high detail. But there's another radar team from the University of Oklahoma that is actually bringing a radar, has brought a radar to replace, sort of supplement the Lake Charles radar that is down. So we have colleagues from Oklahoma that are actually helping to serve that purpose.
Perfect. Are is the people involved, is it staff of Texas Tech, or is it students or graduates?
Good question. So we brought 8 people to the field. 2 are professors, 3 are graduate students, PhD students, and then the rest are various staff that either are supporting the project or are really interested in just coming and helping out. So we have a good mix of faculty, students, and staff from the university.